lots of hellebores.
Yes, they do very well in New Zealand, and there are some breeders in the South Island that have bred some beautiful doubles.
Oh, good. And are they
pickety edged ones, and
are they sterile? Sterile doubles?
No, they will actually set seed, but whether I don't think they come true from seed. Of course, I mean, we have plenty of bees in New Zealand usually, although the Varroa mite is affecting the honeybee quite badly. But hellebores do well here, and they are good under trees as well, and good ground cover.
Yeah, evergreen.
Magnolias, of course, grow beautifully in New Zealand. In fact, they grow too freely, and you can see I've dealt to that one recently. It's an English selection. Campbelli Molicumata hybrid. I think it's called Princess Margaret, and it has a beautiful blush, velvety textured flower, as big as a dinner plate, a lovely pastel pink, but it grows to the heavens rapidly. So I took one of the leaders off, and just to reduce the bulk of it. Right, it was reaching out for the light, and the tops of it were way over here. They were 7 meters away from the trunk, and spread right out over, just smothering the garden. And I thought, well, I've got to do something about this. So yes, the arborist cut it off, and there was a shoot, an upright shoot forming at the back, and by cutting it off, it's encouraged that to develop more in an upright form, which is far more attractive than the spreading shape that it was.
I can't wait to go home and use a chainsaw.
So do you have ones that reach out too?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
If you look carefully, you'll probably find a shoot that's whacked the piece off. And
I'm never going to look at a tree the same way.
Yes, it's only a few years, and they're back to normal again, you know, but in a more upright habit, I hope, this time. And you can see I took a limb off that one that was reaching way out as well. It's the original plant, looks a little bit gormless at the moment, but it is beginning to sprout from the trunk, which will even it up in time.
Yes.
And it looks a bit of an eyesore for a short while, but in time it will rebalance itself. In advance. But that's about 20 years old. Perhaps it might be 25 years old. It's not trimmed strictly formally like many people like. I will give it a trim in the late winter so that it does become a little more tidy, but I don't mind it even like that, but I like an edging. It keeps the garden looking tidy. By having a neat edging, the bed looks tidy, even though it might be a bit scruffy in behind it.
I had a professor in college say you can have utter chaos in a garden as long as you have an edge.
Ah, that's it. Yeah, you've got it.
And I live by that rule.
Right. What else? There is a lookout at the back. That's Clivia robusta.
Ooh. Cool.
And the seed, big rounded seed heads. And this is a hybrid miniata cross garden eye.
Oh, wow.
Oops, I'm shaking. Let it go.
That they're so beautiful.
But the
And then there's acanthus.
agapanthus.
No, acanthus.
Oh yes.
Back there. Like the combinations make my North American horticulture head spin.
You wouldn't grow them together.
No, there's nowhere where you could grow clavia and acanthus together. It's like the rhubarb and the lemons. It doesn't exist in North America.
Right. And of course, this is a North American redwood.
Yes.
That I planted when I came here, so that's less than. It must be about 45 years old. Oops, here's a branch. And they're dirty things in a garden.
Mm-hmm.
They drop rubbish all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I love the tree, but it is
It's messy.
It is a messy plant.
I had
And
no
of course,
idea.
you can see here that all the bark has been shredded. That's opossums climbing up, and that they've got claws and they rip the bark. Obviously, it's an easy place for them to get onto the tree. Right, yeah. Ooh, I think. Ooh, no, there's a cloud sitting on top of it. Double shelter belts here because of the strong southeast wind that we get.
Oh my gosh.
This is a run-through track for the sheep from one side to the other.
Oh, and look at everybody. There's sheep. I can't help it. I'm American. We don't have sheep everywhere. They're so cute.
Hello, girls. Hello, girls.
This is exactly what Americans think of with New Zealand. This moment. And then
some of it's like that, some of it isn't. This valley is going to have. Solar wouldn't lease it out unless he was getting a reasonable return. But it has been a dairy farm. They might be beef cattle by the look of them at the moment, or they're only calves, I think. The conifer down here is our white pine. God, I can't even remember the name of that. Podocarpus dacrydioides, is it?
that sounds right. And I'm glad that you said podocarpus, because I've been so utterly confused for 2 weeks with no one referring to the proper genus.
Yes. And taxodiums, is some taxodium just starting to turn colour.
A little piece of North Carolina.
Yes, well, they're Distichum, I think, too. But the mountain, unfortunately, is hiding its head. But as you can see, most of the snow has melted off. 10 days ago, we had a snowfall that was down to the scrub line almost, and quite heavy on the southern side. The northern side was a bit patchy, but the climate is still mild, and most of the snow has melted. Well, I hope you have enjoyed our videos that have been taken in the garden. We have conifers, camellias, and a wide range of plants that are so easy to grow in New Zealand because our climate allows us to do so. We have rich volcanic soil that's well drained, and so we can grow succulents alongside cool temperate rhododendrons and pieris and things like that require quite different conditions in many places, but here they grow quite happily together. The garden is 45 plus years old. Some of the plants were brought here and were 15 or 20 years old when I brought them. So the oldest plants in the garden are about 60 years old. None of it existed before I came here. I planted the lot myself, so if they're in the wrong places and too close together, it's my fault. But I enjoy plants. I'm a plant nut. I collect any plant that I like. As long as it thrives, it will stay in the garden. If it doesn't do well, it'll be replaced by something else. I hope you enjoy the videos. It's not everybody's cup of tea, certainly, but it's the way that I have grown plants for the last 40 or 50 years. So enjoy.
Thank you for the hospitality. This has been the highlight of my trip.
Oh, great.